Okay, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for the main event? Then here we go. First up, please welcome to the cage, Kieran Obrien.
Kieran Obrien coming to the cage. Another fight from Kaizen Academy in the UK.
Also known colloquially as Sweet Feet.
Indeed, yeah, because of his very light, floaty, unorthodox striking style.
I believe you told me previously you said it was because his feet smelled like sugar.
That too, yeah. Kind of a multifaceted nickname.
Yeah, you know what? Kieran's always been a really exciting athlete to watch. I've personally just enjoyed watching him because he is of an unorthodox style. I think that's why I enjoy watching guys like Raymond Daniels and all these guys that are just a little bit different from your standard cookie cutter type of mixed martial arts fighter.
Exactly, yeah. And Kieran's an absolute nerd for those kind of guys. He'll constantly be kind of analysing footage, looking for to sort of, make as technical as he can, his analysis of all these different things and bring them together to make it his own.
Yeah, the thing is, I think loads of people think, when you look at guys like Miguel Pereira, who's fighting in the UFC just now, who likes to do backflips and shit, he is not studying Simone Biles, who is like the best gymnast in the world, to learn how to do those backflips. He's doing it because he thinks it's cool, and that's where guys like Kieran are slightly different. It's methodic. They have researched the guys who are the best in the game that doing it, like Raymond Daniels, all these kind of like contact karate fighters, and your slick kind of weird grapplers as well. So he's not coming in and being a scrappy show-off. He's coming in being a calculated guy with a very, very entertaining skill set.
Next up, please welcome to the cage, Iain Postlethwaite.
So here we have the Ferret coming to the cage, as he's known in the Scottish MMA scene, a BJJ purple belt, formerly training with Marcus Nardini, now running his own gym at Ayrshire Fighting Academy. So I'm excited to see how Ferret gets on. He's had a little bit of time out because of injury. He's always a guy I've really liked within the MMA scene, so let's see how he gets on. I think there's a definite range advantage here for Kieran.
Yeah, Kieran's the kind of fighter definitely to kind of try and keep things within that range he's comfortable with, and not let you close in on him.
Yeah. I get Ferret, and I think you can imagine where the nickname comes from, really. I'll call him Iain now for everyone who doesn't really know him. He's small, but he is so vicious and so powerful. He's actually one of the most maybe aggressive just guys in the gym, and I don't mean unnecessarily aggressive. I remember going through as a white belt and training at their gym for a day, and him just like every time he got tapped just being like totally furious about it, not to the other person but at himself. So he's someone who is just a total natural born aggressive competitor.
Yeah, and it remains to be seen whether this kind of hard, tenacious attitude is going to serve him well against Kieran, or possibly even get him into danger if he gets baited on and on into unorthodox striking. Iain Postlethwaite enters the cage.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a professional MMA contest consisting of 3 5-minute rounds. Both competitors weighing in 61.7 kilos. First to my left in the red corner is a record of 3 wins and 3 losses. Fighting out of Kaizen Academy, Lancaster, Kieran Obrien. His opponent to my right in the blue corner, with a record of 2 wins and 3 losses. Fighting from AFA, Iain Postlethwaite. And for everybody in attendance, watching us Facebook Live, ladies and gentlemen, let battle commence! Your referee for this contest, Mr. Neil Hall.
Sweet Feet versus the Ferret.
Let's see how this one goes. Our main event of the evening, I believe, also a title eliminator for Evolution of Combat Fighting Championships also.
Touch gloves and we are off.
Ferret in the southpaw stance here.
Kieran very quick to react to that leg kick. Both fighters just testing with their jabs here. Oh, Kieran goes high very quickly with very little wind up there.
Yeah, that did not have a clue where that kick was coming from. Ferret with a nice body kick. Nice tight guard from Ferret. Kieran a bit more open, like we said, more flowy.
You can see as well Ferret standing in that southpaw stance there.
Nice low kick.
Kieran just switching
stances,
stances,
yeah. I was just about to say that there, switching up the stances. It's a good skill to have that, being able to fight comfortably out of both stances. You're always going to have a preferred stance, but it's good to be able to work in both. Ferret rushing forward there with that low high.
Kieran wants to keep things in this open stance, it looks like, to keep himself far away from the power tools of Ferret.
Big body kick there. You know, even though it lands on the arms, that does take a wearing on your arms.
Yeah, every time Iain rushes forward, Kieran's always seems to be able to manage to slip out and just disappear to the side. If you notice the amount of lateral movement Kieran's employing here.
Yeah. He's able to exit. Like I said earlier about this being in obviously a cage and not a ring, you don't have the ability to really truly corner someone in. Oh, big shot from Ferret there, but also a nice return from Kieran.
You can see Iain's face just getting a little bit red now as well.
Nice front kick.
Nice front kick down the middle there from Obrien.
I really like throwing the front kick like a snap, like that kind of Maigeri style in karate.
Oh,
lovely left
nice
hand by Ferret.
But then that lateral movement from Obrien, and Ferret clinches against the cage. You've got me calling him Ferret now.
I know, sorry.
Kieran very hard to take
He's
down.
got that bridge in there. Like I said earlier on, the bridge is especially good in Muay Thai, but sometimes I find if a fighter's a good enough wrestler, they can fold it down to get
You've got to be careful of that, And Obrien managed to escape off to the side.
Ferret with a little bit of blood coming from his nose, but to be honest, he could probably have a leg hanging off, and I don't think it would bother him.
Oh, excellent.
Very nice right hand and fade.
Yeah.
Very Dominic Cruz-esque. Oh, really nice jab there.
And Obrien is back.
Oh, big left hand
Excellent
from Ferret.
shot there. Oh, and big left, and Ferret comes back now, and it's his time, and Kieran now goes for the clinch.
Proper barn burner we have here. Save the best fight till last, maybe.
It's a very tense striking exchange.
Yeah, really. It's
you
like
feel either fighter is capable of ending it at any moment here.
Yeah, no strike is being thrown as if it's touching. Every strike is being thrown with the intent to absolutely murder the other person, which is really what I'm into.
Knees from Obrien now, powerful knees there.
Ferret's nose looking a little bit bust up there.
Of Iain. Ferret.
Nice body kick there from Iain.
You can see Iain's hands are starting to come a bit lower now as well.
Yeah. Back into this grappling exchange, body shots from Ferret.
Kieran intercepting that kick there.
Big left hand there from Ferret.
Kieran goes underneath and more knees. And Kieran's very good at just taking advantage of all these situations to land strikes. Wherever he is, he seems to be looking for knees, elbows, whatever he can, even if he's not throwing the hardest. He's able to land in all those in-between moments.
Nice front kick there again.
Oh, excellent little right hand there. Ferret, Iain looking fairly bloodied up there. Oh,
I think there was maybe an eye poke there. Don't think Ferret thinks so, but
you can see Kieran's eyes looking a bit red actually.
He doesn't seem to be too phased, but I think he's ready to go back in now. We'll get back to the action.
Even from where we're sitting there, I can see his eyes a little bit red there. Let's see whether that affects the fight.
Nice clear of that front kick there. I think Iain's pretty much seen that coming now. Nice fade out again by Kieran.
There's that lateral movement again.
It's
Kieran's
hard
just never where you want him to be.
Yeah, he's switching stances so well that he's fading either way, so it is hard to get him blocked in, you know. I think there's another eye poke.
There we go.
There.
Not an eye poke all event, and then two of them show up at once.
Yeah.
It's quite bad, actually.
Yeah, this one maybe slightly worse. I imagine Kieran's fingers are probably longer, if that's anything to go by. Well, me and Joe have just been greeted with a nice dollop of blood on our table, which we didn't realise, so we're definitely close enough to the action just now.
Yeah, I'm going to assume that's from Iain.
Neil Hall getting us back underway for the last 10 seconds of the round.
Oh, excellent little return kick there from Kieran.
Big overhand
swings
left there.
up and near the very end there, just on the bell from Obrien.
Yep. Really entertaining round that, really entertaining.
I think Iain really needs to figure out a way to, shut off the space for Obrien here.
Definitely, you know, like I said, it's so hard when someone can fade in and out of stances. So you've got them striking, popping off to the left, they can strike with the right and pop out to the right. It's hard to shepherd those kinds of people in unless they get tired, you know. It doesn't look like Kieran's getting very tired. He's clearly a well-injured athlete.
Now, Kieran has absolutely phenomenal cardio, and this is his game, so he's not really been put in any kind of uncomfortable situations where he might have to expend more energy than usual. So I think we can imagine everything's working very efficiently on his end.
Neil Hall about to get us underway for round number 2 in our main event of the evening. Kieran Sweetfeet Obrien versus Iain the Ferret Postlethwaite.
Touch gloves, and we are off again. Erratic head movement there from Obrien.
Straight back to that front snap kick.
That snappy little toe kick there.
Showing the side kick there.
Oh!
Nice body kick.
That connected.
Oh!
Oh, excellent.
Nice high kick by Kieran there. I think Ferret maybe slightly cut above his eyebrow just now. I don't know if it's maybe blood from his nose made its way up there, but
more of those short little jabbing shots there.
Yeah, nice
and
jab
Iain's trying to swarm in. He's looking to close the distance. If any of those shots connect. And Iain going for the body lock against the cage.
Double unders here.
So Kieran once again gets that knee shield in. He's got the whizzer.
Bridge. Oh, lovely lat drop kind of technique there from Iain. Really nice technique there.
Brian right back to his feet there, and then we're in the same position again.
Yeah, he needs to watch. Maybe Iain can go back to that technique again. Oh, well,
went for an outside trip there. Ended up switching position.
Yeah, it was a lovely takedown there, but Kieran done really well to get right back up to his feet straight away.
Sprung right back up to his feet there. Very nice technical stand-up.
Iain going for that Khabib kind of hip right position there, but on top, well, standing up, sorry.
Brian just manages to clear it.
He's going back for that again.
Goes back for it again. That's obviously what he's searching for here. He's got the leg trapped as well. Oh. Turns it into a single leg, looking to run the pipe.
Can he fold those legs back in together, maybe go for the double? And Kieran with the sit out nearly from that kind of Kimura trap position.
Kieran looking to grab the ankles and comes around.
Let's see. Fed it back
very
up on top.
awkward grappling from Obrien. Now Obrien looks to take the back here. Oh, and he gets both the hooks in. Standing back, and he locks up the body triangle from here as well. And Iain sits down against the cage.
Sometimes it can be quite hard being the person on the back here when you've got the back right against the cage in this position. It's also hard, especially when you're caught in that body triangle position, for the person having their back taken. It can be really tough.
It doesn't really look like Iain has much of a plan to get out here, though. He's just sitting down, taking those shots.
Weathering the storm, maybe.
Kieran threatening with the choke there. Iain doing a good job of hand fighting. Oh, and it looks like it might be going in. It's over the jaw.
Iain needs to try and pull that hand back over. If he can pull that hand over.
Oh, that's locked in. Oh, there's a lot of torsion on this. He might be able to get the mandible choke from here. No, we have the tap.
We've got the tap.
Kieran Obrien wins by rear naked choke.
Nice finish from Kieran there.
I've been in that position with Kieran on my back before, and for such a small guy, the amount of torsion he can get on those chokes, even over the jaw, is phenomenal.
Would I say that that's 3 real naked choke finishes and no 3
I think so, yeah.
pro event? Wow. It is the most common submission in professional and amateur MMA, I would say, and also in jiu-jitsu tournaments. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Normally the first thing you learn. I remember learning it in school and doing it on someone in my drama class and accidentally choking them unconscious.
Oh, brilliant.
So, yeah.
For me, it was the Americana, which then you just never use after white belt.
Yeah, exactly.
We did see one today.
We did see a key lock today. Yeah, he spoke too soon there, I think, man.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, it's been a fantastic night for submissions, just what I like. But also for striking, as that display shows.
Great night of fights. You know, I wasn't kidding when I said that I thought this was the best Scottish card they've been put on in a while. And you know what? You can have the greatest card ever, but it can end up being, you know, poor quality fights and boring decisions. But we have not had one boring fight tonight, all the way from the grappling through to the K1, through to the amateur MMA, and now into the professional ranks as well.
I feel every single fight has had something interesting to talk about, whether it be ring craft, submission game, wrestling. It's all been there.
Yeah,
it's been a really exciting fight with some fantastic matchups.
Very well matched fights also. So bringing in 2 fighters for the last fight of the night.
This contest was stopped in the second round at 2 minutes 50 seconds. And the winner by rear naked choke from the red corner, Kieran Sweet Feet Obrien. And ladies and gentlemen, please give me applause going for Iain Postlethwaite. Ladies and gentlemen of Merry Hill Community Hall, it's been an absolute pleasure. It's been some cracking fights. Do you agree? It's been some great contests tonight.
I certainly agree.
If you haven't already, have a subscribe on Instagram and Facebook for Evolution of Combat to see when the next Evolution of Combat Fight Night will be commencing. And as I said, of course, link, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Thank you very much for your attendance. It's a bit rough getting in this afternoon, so I'm saying thank you so much, everybody, for getting in, braving the weather, and have a safe and lovely trip home. Good night, everybody.